Alith Anar, your hatred of the Druki is beyond compare. Your very name strikes fear into their icy hearts, as it should. They are traitors all. In the West, they carry on, living their sadistic lives, ignorant that your vengeance nears. Soon they will fall foul of your blade or bow. Others, too, inhabit these cold mountains. Some are bestial and fueled by rage, while vermin bring forth plague and death. All thirst for dominance of these frozen lands. Across the great ocean, Kain's servants threaten the heart of Ulthuan. They control a source of great power, one that, if claimed, can twist minds and bestow untold strength. Your time beckons, Alith Anar. Cut the heads from the Hydra, and with it, bring an end to this eternal war.
Hello, MonstersAbound here, and welcome to a brand new High Elf campaign as Alith Anar. Now, back in Warhammer history, Anarian, the original Elf King, Phoenix King, and all-round badass, rescued a certain Marathi from a Slaaneshi slave train, and because boobs, he married her. Marathi, totally being a Yoko Ono, then ruined Ulthuan with her pretentious art stylings. Also pleasure cults. It was mostly the pleasure cults, so I'm going to be brutally honest. Marathi then had Malekith pop out of her. Not for the last time. And for a while, all was generally okay, apart from the pleasure cults and the chaos invasion that was happening at the time. The cause for Anarian was based in the Elven Kingdom of Nagarythe, and so Malekith became King of Nagarythe when Anarian passed away. I say passed away, it makes it sound like he died peacefully in his sleep, but no, he died killing 4 greater demons at once. He was, after all, a total badass. Anyway, when Anarian passed away, Malekith inherited a title from his father and became King of Nagarythe, although not of Ulthuan. He wasn't the Phoenix King. And his mother, Marathi, well, she needed somewhere to base her pleasure cult franchise, and it's not like it was a fucking book club. Actually, it probably was a bit like a fucking book club, and that is a way to get some rather nasty paper cuts. So, Nagarythe, it's fair to say, had a bit of a rot set in. The nobles of Nagarythe were totally into the pleasure cults, including many of the Anar family, who loved a bit of it, but not all were happy with everything being sticky and smelling a bit musty all of the time, and so when civil war erupted, some in Nagarythe stood against Malekith alongside the other kingdoms of Ulthuan. Eothalir, Alith's father, went against his former king, and despite being massively outnumbered, his embattled armies held against Malekith's horde, until he was eaten by a dragon. Tough luck, Alith. Running for his life, Alith found his home destroyed and his family butchered, so did what any self-respecting new orphan would do and swore vengeance. Alith, and what was left of his forces, began a guerrilla campaign against Malekith's armies, hitting supply trains, messengers and isolated patrols, causing Malekith no end of trouble and a large helping of bother on top. During a battle against loyalist High Elves, Malekith's army had the support of batteries of devastating Reaper bolt throwers, but as his army advanced, the bolt throwers fell silent. Without the barrage, the Dark Elves were routed, and no doubt many fleeing Dark Elves met the same fate as the crews of the Reaper bolt throwers at the point of Alith's blade. When Malekith was finally routed from Ulthuan and fled west to Nagarythe, the few remaining nobles of what was left of Nagarythe swore loyalty to Alith, but the troubles were not at an end. The other High Elves saw them as tainted and no different than the Dark Elves they had fought against despite their help during the Civil War. Alith, it's fair to say, was rather mean to any Dark Elves he managed to get his hands on that had missed the evacuation westward, rounding them up and nailing them to cliffs and so on. Needless to say, his name became synonymous with terror amongst his dark kin. Since then, Alith has got up to all kinds of crazy shenanigans. He's danced with Marathi in a masked ball and then stole her Stone of Midnight. That is not a euphemism. He then pulled the old poison blood switcheroo on the witch elves that Marathi sent to hunt him down. Absolutely classic. This means that Alith is at least as old as Malekith and Marathi, and if Malekith fears anyone, it's Alith, because Alith is Warhammer Elf Batman. So, Alith does have some special mechanics which normal High Elf factions don't have. For one, he's got marked for death, so we've got some targets up here. And if we kill them, we get some bonuses. So we get some money, some influence. Sometimes there's a little buff there, so that's diplomatic relations with High Elves and some extra growth. Should be quite nice. So we just need to go down and hunt down these guys and finish them off. Sounds fair enough. We've also got the Shadow Realms, which is effectively a underway-like movement mechanic, except we can't be intercepted. We've got Spirit of Vengeance, so we can ambush. I think all of our armies can ambush. Yes, the armies of Nagarythe can ambush the foes. Yes, so basically we can ambush factions in our a bit like Beastmen can, and Skaven factions basically. And then of course the Sword of Cain, which everyone has, which is fair enough. Okay, good. So let's get rid of you. So we've got some new targets for marked for death. Sure, no problem there. And we've got a new chapter objective. Excellent. Okay, now Alith.
Alith Anar.
He does have an excellent... the voice is so deep and... Oh, it sounds so gritty, doesn't it? It's very Batman. I'm Batman.
There's prey.
There we go. Perfect. I love his voice. Sends tingles up my spine. Now, Alith does have already... He's got an epic item here. Stone of Midnight. So that's the one he stole from Marathi. So he gets some leadership aura size and ward save. Gives him missile resistance for everyone around him. And also makes him immune to psychology. Alith himself is a Raven Lord, so he gets an upkeep reduction for Shadow Walker units, which are units that only Alith and his faction can recruit, and also increases ambush success chance. Alith then has some additional skills, so he's got Revenant, he's got Ruthless, Sworn to Vengeance, he's got Spectre, Renegade, and Shadow King. And he's also got No Rest for the Wicked and Infiltration there. And then the Nagarythe faction has the Court of the Shadowland. So Alith Anar's Shadow Court meets only rarely, but when it does, vengeance upon the Druchii is the only real agenda, which sounds like a very streamlined meeting, because sometimes meetings get out of hand, people keep bringing shit in. This is all just like, okay, how many Druchii have we killed since the last meeting? And later on, John has got a wonderful presentation about how to disembowel a Druchii before they can even blink. So look forward to that. So the Court of the Shadowland gives a suitable climate, wasteland, and a global recruitment reduction, and some more campaign movement range for all armies, which is pretty good. Excellent. Now, as I said,
Warriors.
Exactly. Shadow Walkers are Alice's special units. Now, they're a bit like the Shadow Warriors here, but they've got less health, less members in the units, but their stats are generally better. And also, for Alith, they're pretty bloody cheap as well. These guys would normally be 270 odd, so more expensive than Shadow Warriors, but because Alith, they're much cheaper. So what we're going to do, first off, is we're going to bring Alith back to Arnheim. Pop him in there. And we're just going to recruit 3 of these. And I'm also... there's a mod that will fix this and do this for me, but... Okay, don't care about them. Enemy factions fastest, and I'll make that fast. And neutral factions fastest, and I don't care about them. Oh, and my faction. Your faction. I want fast and fast. Perfect. Off you go. Right, so Arnheim has some docks. It's also a small elven colony. We've got the Alith Anar camp there. So that's quite nice. Hero action success chance, ambush success chance. So actually quite strong. And I guess we can build that anywhere, which is quite nice. Now I do have some restrictions for this campaign that were suggested. I'm not allowed to sign any diplomacy with High Elves higher than a non-aggression pact. I can't trade with them. I can't make a military alliance with them. I can't do anything until I've killed Malekith, Marathi, and Helbron at least once each. And I've also got Mixu's Legendary Lords 1 and 2. So you might see some odd characters wandering around. I think if we... Yeah, so we can see Tularis Dreadbringer here. It's a special character who looks... so he's in command of the Scourge of Cain. So he's a special character there. And so he might be wandering around. In fact, we could probably go and kill him. But I think first we probably want to go and kill Marathi, because she's over there. She's got the ancient city of Quintex, which has some nice buildings in it. If we can capture this territory here, that would be quite a good start, because then we could help Mazdamundi mop up the south, and then we'd have a nice secure southern border. I'm thinking that's probably a right first move. That's what I'm thinking. So our army, we start off with a couple of units of spearmen, some Shadow Walkers, we also got some archers, and a Great Eagle, which I'm instantly, just off the top of my head, it just... Feathers McGraw. That's what we're going to do. I think that was the penguin from Wallace and Gromit, but I'm not actually 100% sure. Okay, I guess without anything left to do, we'll just end the turn. So they want us to eliminate Tar Slaughterborg. Oh no, apparently he's dead already. Well, he died quick, didn't he? So, I guess tick that. I mean, we didn't kill him, but I guess if he's dead, then no biggie. We could recruit some of you. I could do that. It's going to take 3 turns, but do I just want to keep recruiting? I mean, there's nothing else I can really do, is there?
Shadow Warriors.
I mean, is Shadow Warriors the best option? I guess. It can't go wrong with them, right? Right? I don't know. Okay, sure, whatever. Okay, so we've got some more Shadow Warriors. That's good. I guess if we do that, then we'll get 4 more. Then we've got 13. Is that good? Is that bad? Could we go after the Moon Shards? I mean, I want to take the ancient city of Quintex, but I suggest it doesn't have much of a garrison. I reckon we can probably take it, actually. I mean, that might be a bit fruity for this early, but we could take Bleakhold Fortress, maybe?
There is only vengeance.
I know there is, Alith, I know, but, you know, at the moment, we're doing some recruiting, and I think that's probably the right decision, so I guess we'll just end the turn again? Now, I could attack Bleakhold Fortress, but if I do that, what's the likelihood?
Revenge.
Because at the moment, I've got a nice defensive position here, right? We've got walls, we've got a bit of a garrison. I mean, there's a shit ton of Lothern Sea Guard here, so anyone attacking this city is going to get riddled with arrows. If I take Bleakhold Fortress, it's not going to have a garrison. I could sack it just to get the cash. It is an option. But, I mean, again, for the moment, I guess I just want to end the turn. Okay, do you know what I haven't done yet is looked at the victory conditions. So let's have a quick look. So we need to maintain control of 2 provinces, including the following either by direct ownership or through vassals or military allies. Okay. I mean, that should be that's pretty easy. We also need to destroy the Cult of Pleasure, Bleakholds, and Clarkerond. Okay, again, no problem. And then we need to control 8 of those. Okay, easy. And then we need at least 2 Moon Dragons. Okay. And ensure we have the following building, the Black Citadel of Anlek. So, I need to control Nagarythe, because if I don't, I can't build that building.
Revenge.
You know what? I think I'm going to move after Marathi. If I can take the ancient city of Quintex, that is significantly better than not having it. I'm thinking. Do I just maybe grab some more? It'll take 2 turns, but there's a shit ton of Shadow Walkers. Holy crap.
What do you seek?
Shadowlands.
What's the public order like here? It's not too bad, is it? I guess more end turns? I guess more end turns. At least I'm cutting them out, I guess. Oh look, there's Marathi. Oh, Marathi. Remember your midnight stone? It's mine now.
Our prey may lurk in these woods.
Well, they may do. I'm rather brazenly just going to stand here and just keep recruiting, I think. It's ballsy. What's Marathi got?
I am Marathi.
I don't think she's very scary. I don't think we've got anything to worry about at the moment. Alright, well, that's 2 dead. They want us to raise Hag Hall. Okay, well, I'll get right on that just as soon as I've stolen the ancient city of Quintex from Marathi. So if we scooch like... take attrition otherwise.
Via land.
Oh, they've got another army.
Sorceress of Grant.
She's got 2 armies.
I am the first sorceress.
What's the chaos corruption here like? 82%? Holy tits. Lack of corruption. Do you like... Wait. Do you like chaos corruption as well, Sildrator? Really? Huh. Interesting. Okay.
There's only vengeance.
Do I go for the ancient city? Can we get it? It's ballsy. It's very ballsy.
What do you seek?
If I can wipe out Marathi, maybe. I feel like this is a good... If we can take the ancient city of Quintex soon... That's it, Marathi. You wander over there. That's it. You're marching. Perfect. That's it. That's it, Marathi. March straight to Daddy. No, I'm never going to... No.
The forest is an ally.
Captain of the Phoenix Guard. Now that the Shrine of Asuryan has been rebuilt to its former glory, the Captain of the Phoenix Guard, Dryrain, has come to lend us his aid. He fights with the strength of 100 men or more and vows to lend his power to those who are worthy. I mean, we could... I kind of want a hero. I'll have a hero. Does he actually come and help us? Is that a bug? I don't think he should help us, should he?
Not yet ready.
I don't mind. Captain of the Phoenix Guard. So he's immortal. He has leadership +5 from Phoenix Guard units and melee defense for the same. Gets Blessing of Asuryan, Keen-Eyed Commander, Devoted Guardians, Asuryan's Chosen, Caradrian's Gaze, and Anointed of Asuryan. He also gets Ashtari. Caradrian's normally fights at the head of the Phoenix Guard as befits his rank, but sometimes conducts a battle from the back of Ashtari, oldest and wisest. The Phoenix is a... Oh, he's a Phoenix. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, I think that that should probably go to the faction that owns the Shrine of Asuryan, but I'm not going to turn down his help, so come and help. I could use a hand. Talking of hands, let's get handsy with Marathi.
Our oath, our fight. Time for blood. Your
Hello,
king
Marathi.
calls. It's war.
Hello? There goes Marathi, very proud. Obviously an ancient sorceress, the first sorceress in fact. But unfortunately for Marathi, she likes it free and breezy, and as such doesn't really wear much armour. Now, this should be said that this was an ambush on the campaign map. Unfortunately, the battle crashed, so I've had to play it again. Pretty much same thing happens, to be honest, in the campaign, so that's fine. So we're getting up to here, but we didn't end up with an ambush battle. Instead, we've got a normal battle, but it's fine because it's going to be kind of an ambush anyway. We've got Shadow Walkers on the left and right flanks. And the enemy army is going to march down. The first kill for Alith of the campaign, this unfortunate Dark Elf. Now Alith is going to be picking out these War Hydras, that's pretty good. So we are going to get a bit of an ambush as they march down, and then we're going to just fill them full of arrows from either side. Basically, that's the plan. It's a good plan. It's a foolproof plan. We created a little Alith decoy. That's right, it's a little blow-up Alith. Off he goes. So lifelike. So lifelike, in fact, that the Hydra is going to try and incinerate him. Which works for me, because I'd much prefer him to try and incinerate this Alith than the actual. So the Shadow Walkers now picking off some of the Witch Elves here. Witch Elves, like Marathi, don't like wearing much armour. It's unfortunate. There goes the Fire Breath and a miss. And with these Witch Elves now walking down towards the Shadow Walkers are going to open fire. And kill quite a few. And of course Marathi, not wearing armour like she should be. Now, it's all very well and nice being a sorceress, but also kind of need a... Yeah, shield. Shields help. Definitely help. And then these bleak swords marching directly into fire. And despite the shield, that's not... Yeah, it's not working very well, is it? Over on the other flank, similar situation as the Dread Spears try to march through the water, which of course slowing them down directly to the Shadow Walkers. Shadow Walkers can just take their time. They're not particularly bothered. Meanwhile, the Hydra charging towards the lines. Alith tanking him. No problem there. And then the Shadow Walkers just filling him with arrows. Lots of arrows there. In goes Feathers McGraw helping out. Alith, face down in the water. Are you okay, buddy? It's okay. High Elf Batman's fine. And there's only so much this War Hydra can take. Down he goes. And there goes Marathi's army. Of course, his army was marching. So after the battle, they'll all be dead.
This is madness.
Well, that's one of our
Illuminate the Shadowlands.
marked to kill targets, but one of my personal targets to kill. dead.
Send a message.
Yes, we probably should send a message, shouldn't we?
The Shadow King rises.
Message reads, Marathi sucks. and well, you know what I mean. Anyway,
Alith Anar.
oh, can we... I could take the attrition damage.
The goddess forbids it.
Do we just go for it? Do we just go for it? Do we just
Burden of the
go
Shadowlands.
for it?
The Shadow Dancer brings fortune.
Sure he does.
Come,
You know
Shadow
what?
Warriors.
We're just going to go
Stalk the
for it.
shadows.
It's ballsy. It's ballsy, but we're going to do it. We're going to get Root Marcher as well. Could have gone Seeking Arrows. That would be an option, but we're going to go for it.
There is only vengeance.
Oh, it's... I don't know. I'm not sure how this is going to go. This could go terribly. This could go very, very badly. Okay, so we took a little bit of attrition damage, and we got assaulted, but it failed. Good.
Burden
Now.
of the Shadowlands.
Oh, that took a lot more damage than I thought we would.
This will fail. No.
Okay, if we attack
Time for blood.
you, you'll have to fight, and you'll bring out the reinforcements with. So if we play carefully, I think we'll be okay. I mean, Dark Spears are garbage, so we just need to deal with the Dark Shards. We can kill the Dark Shards. We got
Nagarythe
this.
prepares for war once more.
It's going to be a tough old fight, but I think we can do this. I think we've got this. So Feathers McGraw is going to go chasing after the Supreme Sorceress that we engaged. There he goes. Go for it, Feathers. Meanwhile, reinforcements pouring onto the battlefield over here. Now, they've got lots of Dark Shards. We need to deal with those Dark Shards. Last thing we want is to have to chase Dark Shards all over the fucking place. So our Shadow Walkers are over here. Now, we're going to pull these guys back. And Alith, I didn't realise Alith wasn't hidden, and he's not. So we're going to run quickly over to join up with our Spearmen and the Archers, who are basically going to draw the enemy towards them while Feathers McGraw pecks this Sorceress's face off. Come on, Feathers. Prove you're not rubbish. Prove you're not rubbish. Prove me wrong. You're not proving me wrong. You're being rubbish. Come on, Feathers. You should have no problem with... Okay, you are being debuffed, to be fair. Okay, so Alith is... Now, look at this, right? They cannot see my Shadow Walkers, and yet, what the fuck is doing this? It's almost like the AI knows I'm over there, but can't be seen to be cheating. So it's sort of like bringing its units back, like, what? Oh, no, I wasn't walking over there for any reason. It's fine, honest. So the main army moving over here, but they're being very cautious. You can see they're bringing their Dark Shards ahead. I think they know where I am. I think the AI knows exactly where I am. So Alice is picking... Oh, it's a decoy. It's an Alice decoy. Alice decoy. Okay, they've got bleak swords. And their army isn't particularly strong, but they just outnumber us quite considerably. Okay, we're going to move the Shadow Walkers up. Feathers McGraw has pecked the Sorceress to death. There we go. Good job, Feathers. So decoy's going to get overrun, and our Shadow Walkers moving up. So we've got a unit of Dark Shards in the back there. Ideally, I want to try and pick off the ones with shields, because if I can get those in the back, that makes life a lot easier for me. The ones without shields should be pretty easy pickings anyway. But we can also pick off their leaders. That'll make life a lot easier. We have picked off their main leader, so they should have a little bit less morale than they would otherwise have, I believe. There we go, the Shadow Walkers have been spotted, but they're going to rain death down on these Dark Shards and just wipe them out. Better if you were actually shooting at the units, but sure, whatever. However, having revealed themselves, the enemy army is like, aha, I don't have to look like I'm cheating anymore. And so immediately starts running after them. These Black Ark Corsairs are a little bit of trouble. They're not very... They're only speed 31. And yet, they do seem to be quite capable of catching up with me. Fortunately, they don't have any missile resistance. So filling them full of arrows is pretty effective. And the sorceress as well, who already has quite a few arrows embedded in her. Yep, there we go. Some extreme acupuncture there, but good job on walking it off. Our Shadow Warriors are going to spread out, pull the enemy multiple directions, because they're already taking a little bit of damage. Over here, we've got a few units we can deal with. Feathers McGraw is taking on some Dark Shards. Come on, Feathers, lock them down. And our Spearmen are going chasing after some of these Dark Shards. Spearmen over here, we're going to have the help of the archers to just shoot them in the flank. And Alith is just standing back, shooting as much as possible. We've taken out that sorceress pretty easily. And we're getting some good shots in here. Look at this. This is very good. We're whittling down this blob. Very effective. So shooting them in the flank as they march on. That's basically what we want to do. We want to try and hit them in the flank. Here's another good shot there. Excellent. That's taking them in the flank. Ideally, we need to knock out these Dark Shards, because the more damage they do to us, the less damage we can do to the enemy. Now, I think maybe I should have killed this Death Hag, but I don't think it would have had much effect on their morale, to be honest. But maybe I should have. The morale tends to be very, very steady throughout the battle. So we're just giving them the chase. We can see we've got units over here pulling these guys off. Maybe I should have spread them out even further. But frankly, it was exhausting to micro this as it was. Over here we can see these guys, and they've got Murderous Prowess has popped. So opening fire on their flank, taking them out. That's good. Alith's on that hill. He's just taking pot shots where and when he can. These spearmen have engaged. They're probably just sacrificial, to be honest. And all over the place, our Shadow Walkers just pulling units in different positions, trying to just draw them out and then shoot them in the flank where they can get them. You can see we've got little blobs of Shadow Walkers just all over the battlefield. Feathers McGraw, useless bastard that he is buggering off. Look at this, he's off. I don't pay you by the hour. Get back here, you stupid feathered bastard. Okay, well, he's gone. He's gone, and some Dark Shards did manage to survive somehow. That's fine, we can deal with them. As you can see, we're starting to run low on ammo, which isn't ideal. We're down to about 50%, a little less than 50%, a little less than 50%. But we're still sort of leading them a merry race, taking out some of those units. You can see we've done a lot of damage to most of their army. We do have the advantage in the battle, although not numerically, but it is quickly changing as we whittle down. Alith is not good in combat. Let's put that. He only has 40 armor. He can be picked off quite easily. His melee defense is good, but we're going to throw in some spearmen to help him. So he should be fine. Backed up like that, but we do need to be careful. Over here, some Blackheart Corsairs. Now, these guys are going to be pretty good against the Shadow Walkers. So we're going to pull them out of combat. We are, there we go, supporting with our other Shadow Walkers all the time. Picking them off. More Shadow Walkers over there, shooting to the back. There we go. Good, they're broken. We've now got little Dark Elf units running all over the battlefield. So these guys come in, opening fire on this little blob over here. You can see broken units there. There's quite a large blob of enemy infantry over here, but we've almost got numeric superiority. However, they do still have a couple of units of Dark Shards with shields. So we have to be careful, because we're running out of ammo. So I now, after we've pretty much spent most of our ammunition, I now need to bring all of my Shadow Walkers together to help out. Because if we're going to defeat these units in melee, we're going to need everyone we can get. These Dark Shards still being a problem. I could try and chase them down. I just feel like they'd probably be able to outrun me. So we're going to send some spears after them, because spears seem, you know, may as well, they can't shoot. Some of these archers still have ammunition, because we're going to try and deal with these Blackheart Corsairs, because they're a bit of a threat. But we're going to throw our Shadow Walkers in there. Now, the Blackheart Corsairs definitely are... they're definitely more killy. However, we've got lovely glowy green swords, so that should be fine. So this seems to be going okay. We're getting some missile support as well. We're chasing down those Dark Shards that stop them from opening fire, and we're moving everyone else we can. As you can see, there's still a few units of spears just running all over the place. But I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing all right. These Shadow Walkers, yeah, I think those guys are broken and running. Don't think these guys... Yeah, unit losing decisively. That's not ideal. We need to send some support in there. Alith's going to get in and help. Spearmen chasing down these dark shards, but they're just that little bit... Well, they're just about the same speed, so we're just not gaining on them. They're just running away. Just using the last of our ammunition to whittle down some of these dread spears. It's working quite well, and you can see we've got numerical superiority, but we're now going to have to use some of our units in melee, which is going to be a little bit exhausting. And we are going to lose Shadow Walkers. I don't really want to lose the Shadow Walkers. I don't really want to throw them into melee if I have to. But I think now we've run out of ammo. It's now or never. We just need to hope we've done enough damage to try and break them. Most of the enemy infantry is running away, and we just need to catch up with these dread dark shards. A few units rallying, but we do have the advantage. Now, I could show you what happens, but effectively, I chase these guys all over the battlefield for about 5 minutes, and then eventually catch up with them and murder the fucking lot of them. And the rest of the enemy infantry then break and run away. So that's basically how the battle ends. I say, it was just a lot of... in the end, I managed to catch them over here, but it was a massive pain in the arse, basically. The sooner I can get some goddamn cavalry, the better, I think. Dealing with enemy missile infantry when you don't have any missile... Basically, I need more ammo. These guys need more ammo. But it's fine. We'll work on that. But this was a tough fight that we did manage to win through lots and lots of micro, but god damn it, it was exhausting. That was a bit
what
bloody.
is broken can be remade. They
Yes.
shall earn their freedom.
Let's take the forced labour, I
I'm
think.
empowered by Lokhir.
We've got oh, that's quite useful. Talisman preservation. That'll be quite good. And we killed quite a few
Alith
people.
Anar.
Now it's ranked up. Does he have anything that increases the ammo? Right, yeah, I need more ammo. Ammo would be good. So, right. Yes. Anything which gives us more ammunition, I feel like good shout. So let's get Inspiring Presence. Sure.
Attack
and
now.
then we should...
Back to Shadow.
If we grab a battering ram...
Nagarythe prepares for war once more.
Yes, we're doing
No
that.
mercy.
We're doing that. And then we should be able to capture the ancient city of Quintex. Oh, which would be great. Although there is quite a lot of chaos corruption here, so that'll need to be dealt with. But all in all, I think a pretty good start. We've pretty much taken out Marathi, and we're going to capture the ancient city of Quintex. Pretty good start. I mean, it was close, but definitely a good start. Strong start. I like this start. Let's go with that. Let's continue as we mean to go on. That's the one. Good. Lovely. Let's do that. But that's going to have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode of Alith Anar.